Good morning students. In previous class we have to discuss about what is capacitor, what is parallel plate capacitor, energy stored capacitor and dielectric with battery or without battery. So previous class we have to discuss, and today we are going to discuss about the example 1.21. A parallel plate capacitor filled with mica having epsilon r. Epsilon r is the relative permittivity. Is equal to 5 is connected to a 10 volt battery. The area of each parallel plate is 6 centimeters squared and separation distance is 6 millimeter. We have to find the capacitance and stored charge. And second case is, after the capacitor is fully charged, the battery is disconnected and the dielectric is removed carefully. So calculate a new values of capacitance, stored energy and charge. So epsilon r means relative permittivity. So already we know that parallel plate capacitor, we have to consider two capacitor and connected with the battery, and the relative medium is 5 and the distance is 6 centimeters squared. The millimeter is converted into meter. So we have to calculate capacitance, stored charge and new values of capacitance, and solution is epsilon r is given 5 and volt is equal to 10 volt and area is 6 meters squared. So distance is 6 millimeter. Millimeter is converted into meter. So 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So first question is, the capacitance of the capacitor in the presence of dielectric is. What is the formula? Capacitance equal to epsilon r A by D. Epsilon r is the permittivity, that is the vacuum space. This is the medium, relative medium, and A is the area of the cross section and D is the distance. Already we know the value of epsilon r. Then epsilon r A, substitute these values, we get the answer capacitor. Then next term is the stored charge. If you calculate this charge, we have to use this formula. Q is equal to C into V. We know the value of C and V. So substitute this equation, we get the answer charge Q. And third case is the stored energy. Stored energy means, what is the formula? U is equal to half CV squared. CV value we have to, already you know that the value. So substitute this value, we have to find the answer is potential, the energy stored, capacitor, U value. And second case is, we have to calculate after the capacitor is fully charged, the battery is disconnected, so and the dielectric is removed carefully, so without battery. So without battery means we have to consider C naught, so is equal to C by epsilon r. This is the formula. Then we know the values, substitute the values, we have to calculate the answer. And last term is new stored energy. Already you know the formula, stored energy half CV squared. So use this same formula, we have to find out the answer. We know the value of new energy, so epsilon r into U, and substitute the equation. And change in the potential energy means we have to difference between U naught and U, and minus these two terms, we get the answer 8.852 mu joule. So this is the important, this lesson all the problem is very important. So example 21 is finished. Next, so another interesting chapter is capacitor in series and parallel. This is an important 5-mark question. So first look at this diagram. Let us consider 3 capacitors. The first one is C1, second C2 and third one is C3. If you consider the capacitor means one plate is positive, another plate is negative. And these capacitors connected with the battery. And the battery positive terminal is connected to the capacitor positive, and capacitor negative terminal is connected to the battery negative. So this is the negative plate, this is the positive plate. So these three capacitors connected in series with the battery. These three capacitors connected in series with the battery. Her voltage is V. So first capacitor we have to consider the voltage V1, second one is V2 and third one is V3. The battery is connected, the capacitor connected to the capacitor in series. So this electron of the charge, that means this is the negative charge, this is the positive charge. This negative charge transferred from negative terminal to the right plate of C3, right plate of C3, and the electrons of same amount of the electron will be transferred to the another plate. So then next, this negative plate is due to the transfer to the left plate of C2. This is the right, this is the left. A right plate is the negative and left is the positive. This connected to the, so this terminal is connected to the C3, C2, and this is the connected to the negative charge is connected to the C1. And positive terminal means the positive terminal is connected to the C2 positive and C1 positive. Then next, at the same time the electron of charge is the minus Q. The minus Q transferred from left plate of C1, the left plate of C1 and the positive terminal of the battery. So this is the connection part. So by this process each capacitor stores the same amount of the charge Q. So the capacitance of the capacitor is different. So capacitor is different but charge is same. So this is the important term. The capacitor is also different, is denoted, the voltage is V1, V2, V3. So in this series connection we have to know first the capacitance of the capacitor is different and amount of the charge is same. So the total potential PD means potential difference. So potential difference across the capacitors of the capacitance. How many capacitors? C1, C2, C3 and C4 in the series. Next we have to calculate the potential. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Already we know that capacitance equal to charge by volt. That means potential. So V means Q by C. V1 means we have to consider Q by C1. 2 means Q by C2 and Q by C3. So these values substitute these terms V1, V2, V3. So substitute this equation. Next we have to take the common term Q. The remaining term is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So these three capacitors are in the series. So consider to form the equivalent single capacitor. So V is equal to, we have to consider this term, the series capacitor, suffix plus S irundhuchu series capacitor. So V is equal to Q by CS. So if you consider the any capacitor, one is the positive terminal, another is the negative terminal. This positive terminal is connected to the battery positive and negative terminal is connected to the battery negative. And already we know that the capacitance Q by CS and Q is equal to remaining terms. So Q get cancelled. So remaining term 1 by CS equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Is it clear? So this is the one of the important 5-mark question. Then next one is the capacitors in parallel. So let us consider the 3 or 4 capacitors. So in this diagram we have to consider 4 capacitors, C1, C2, C3, C4. So we have to connect it to the battery voltage. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. So these 4 capacitors connected in parallel with the battery of voltage V. So the capacitors is connected to the same positive and negative terminals of the battery. So the positive terminals and this is the negative terminals. The voltage across each capacitor is equal to the battery voltage. So capacitance of the capacitor is different. So charge is different but voltage is same. So this is the condition of the parallel plate capacitor. The energy charge stored in the capacitor is not same, but in series connection charge is same, but parallel connection charge is not same. The capacitance also capacitor is different and charge is different because this is a series connection, this is the parallel connection. So according to the law of conservation of the total energy, these 3 charges, 3 or 4 charges is equal to the charge Q but transferred to the battery. Because this is the parallel connections, the charge will also different. In these capacitors, it form a single equivalent capacitance CP. This is a single equivalent capacitors connected to the battery. So we have to take Cp because P is the parallel and Cp is the parallel capacitor. So what is the equation? Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. Already we know that the capacitance C is equal to Q by V and Q is equal to C into V. So we have to consider C1, C2, C3, C4. So we have to substitute the value of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 in this equation. So substitute the equation and V is the common term. We have to take the remaining term is C1 up to C4. Then what is the C value? Cp into V. V get cancelled. Remaining term Cp is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4. So this is the parallel connection. Is it clear? Yes. This is the important question. The capacitor in series in parallel is the important 5-mark question and capacitors in parallel also important 5-mark question. Is it clear? Yes. Next, another one important problem is based on the capacitors. Example 1.22. 22. First look at this diagram. Let us consider 3 diagrams. First you look at the first diagram. The first diagram, this is the 4 microfarad capacitor. P and Q is the 2 points. And 4 microfarad capacitor and this is the parallel. So this is 1 microfarad. Farad means unit of capacitor. So we have to use microfarad. And this is 3 microfarad. So add these terms. Because this is the parallel connection. Parallel terms உள்ளத நம்ம என்ன செய்யணும்? எல்லாமே series connection கொண்டு வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் நம்ம என்ன செய்யணும்? ப்ராப்ளம்க்கு போகணும். So we have to use this terms. So parallel connection என்ன பார்க்கணும்? Series ஆக்கணும். So we have to add these 2 terms. And this also we have to add 6 this also parallel connection. So we have to add these 2 terms. So ரெண்டே ஆட் பண்ண termsக்குள்ள circuit தான் இது. Second circuit. So 4 plus 4 and 8 plus 8. And the third diagram is the capacitance is 2 microfarad. This is the series connection. So what is the formula? Series and parallel. Series means 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Parallel means C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4. So we have to use these terms. So first look at the first diagram. how many capacitors value is given? 4 capacitors are also separately connected in the parallel. So we have to add these two terms. So first parallel connection of the terms எடுத்துக்கிறோம். So Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Add these two terms, we get the answer. And second, this parallel connection you have to take, and we get the answer is Cp 8 microfarad. And second diagram, how many capacitors? 4 capacitors are connected in series. So we have to use the series formula, 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. So we have to add these terms. We get the answer series. And third case is we have to given the two capacitors are connected in parallel. So Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Parallel, what is the formula? Parallel, what is the formula? Series. Series can a formula and parallel can a formula. This two formula is very important. And we have to calculate the capacitors are connected in the parallel. So we have to add these two terms. We get the answer is 6 microfarad. So the first diagram, in the first diagram, what is the equation? 4 microfarad capacitor and 8 microfarad by using this formula, because this is the parallel connection. So we have to use the parallel formula. And second condition is the series, connected in the series. So series means what is the formula? We have to use this formula and get the answer. And third case is we have to connect it in the parallel. So we have to use this formula and get the answer. Is it clear? Yes. And another topic is distribution of charges in a conductor and action at points. This is also important 5-mark question. First you look at this diagram. Let us consider two conducting spheres. The sphere, this is sphere A and this one is sphere B. The R1 and R2 be the radius, is connected to each other by the thin conducting wire, and the distance between these spheres is much greater than the radius of either sphere. So we have to connect these two spheres are connected to the thin conducting wire, and R1, R2 is the radius. These radius, the distance between the two spheres, is much greater than the radius of either spheres. So already we know that what is Q? Q is the charge. The charge is introduced in the one of the sphere. So we have to apply the charge. The charge Q is redistributed into both the spheres. So electric potential is same in both spheres. Electrostatic potential is same in both the spheres, sphere A and sphere B. And uniformly charged, the electrostatic equilibrium potential will be same, means the electrostatic equilibrium ரெண்டுமே என்ன செய்யும்? ஈக்குவலா இருக்கும். So first sphere is considers the charge Q1 and second sphere considers the charge is Q2. And this is sigma is the surface charge density. The first sphere உடைய surface charge density is sigma 1. Second sphere உடைய surface charge density is sigma 2. So if you add these two spheres, means what is the charge? Charge Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Is it clear? Yes. Next we have to add these two terms. First is the electrostatic potential at the point at the surface of the sphere A. First sphere A. So what is the electrostatic potential formula? Already we know that the formula. 1 by 4 by epsilon into Q1 by R1. This is the first equation. Then second one, the potential at sphere B. So VB is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into Q2 by R2. So this is the equation number 2. In this class, first we have to know what is sigma surface charge density. So surface charge density is Q by A. If you calculate the charge, means Q into A is equal to Q. So what is the area of the sphere? 4 pi r square. So sigma 1 means sigma 1 into 4 pi r squared is equal to q1, and charge q2 is equal to q2 into 4 pi r2 square is equal to q2. So you know that the value of charge q1, q2. So what is the formula? We have to substitute this equation, and second term is we have to substitute this equation. The potential is same. So first potential is VA, second potential is VB. So both are same. It is equal. So equate these two terms. So these two terms get cancelled. Remaining term Q1 by R1 is equal to Q2 by R2. So what is the value of Q1? Q1 is the Q1 sigma 1 4 pi R1 squared divided by R1, and sigma 2 4 pi R2 squared divided by R2. These two terms get cancelled. Remaining term sigma 1 R1 is equal to sigma 2 R2 is equal to sigma R. So sigma R is equal to A is a constant. So sigma is proportional of 1 by R. It is the constant term. Is it clear? So this question also important, 5-mark question. Is it clear? Next important problem based on distribution charges. Two conducting spheres of radius r1 is equal to 8 cm and r2 is equal to 2 cm are separated by a distance much larger than 8 cm and are connected by a thin conducting wire as shown in the figure. A total charge of Q is equal to plus 100 nanocoulomb is placed on one of the spheres. After the fraction of a second, the charge Q is redistributed and both the spheres attain electrostatic equilibrium. Same concept. We have to calculate the charge and surface charge density on each sphere. Surface charge density, what is the symbol? Sigma. And calculate the potential at the surface of each sphere. So what are the given values? Potential will be same, these two spheres. So we have to take VA is equal to VB. So what are the value? First sphere radius and second sphere radius, and the distance centimeter is converted to meter. So we have to use this formula and work out the problem. Look at the problem. So potential will be same. So VA is equal to VB. So what is VA? Q1 by R1 is equal to Q2 by R2. We have to calculate first sphere Q1 is equal to Q2 into R2 by R1. This is the first equation. So total charge means we have to use this formula. Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. So what is Q1 value? Already we know that the formula Q2 into R1 by R2. So substitute this equation plus Q2. Next, the Q2 we have to take Q2 and R1 plus R2 by R2. So Q2 is equal to Q into this term. So this is the formula. We have to calculate the Q2. So we know the formula, we know the values of Q charge value, R2 value and R1 plus R2, two sphere. So add and multiply these terms, we get the answer. This is the first term. Potential will be same. First we have to calculate the Q1. This is the equation number 1. Then total charge. Total charge means we have to add these two terms. We know the value of Q1. So substitute the value of Q1 plus Q2. Then we have to simplify these terms. We get the formula and we know the value of Q, R2, R1, R2. These values, substitute these values. We have to get the answer. Answer Q2 is equal to 20 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. So 20. So 10 to the power minus 9 means nano. So nano coulomb. Then Q1, if you calculate, already we know the formula. Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. We have to calculate Q1 means Q minus Q2. What is the charge value? 100. Q2 value is 20. We have to calculate. So multiply and subtract these two terms, we get the answer Q1. Next we have to calculate first sphere. Electrostatic potential on the surface of the sphere A is sigma 1 is equal to Q1 by A1. A1 is the area of the sphere 4 pi R1 squared. So Q1 by A1 is equal to Q1 by 4 pi R1 squared is equal to, what is the value of Q1? 80 into 10 to the power minus 9. So add and multiply these terms, we get the answer sigma 1, surface area of the first sphere. And second is the surface area of the second sphere. Electrostatic potential on the surface of the sphere B is sigma 2 is equal to Q2 by A2. Q2 by A2 is the area of the sphere. Substitute the formulas, we know the values, and multiply and divide these values, we get the answer second sphere sigma 2. So sigma 1 values, first sphere value is 0.996 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb meter minus 2, and surface charge density of the second sphere is 3.981 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb meter minus 2. So the radius R1 is greater than R2 and surface is sigma 1 less than sigma 2. The potential on both the sphere is same. So if you calculate any one of the sphere அப்படின்னு உன்னோட bookல போட்டிருப்பாங்க. So எப்படி calculate பண்ற terms வந்து நான் சொல்றேன். The first sphere ஓட potential formula, we have to write the potential formula and we know the value of 1 by 4 by epsilon naught is considered 9 into 10 to the power 9, and Q1 by R1 already we know the value of. Substitute this equation, we get the answer 9 kilovolt. And second sphere or potential 1 by 4 by epsilon naught Q2 by R2, we know the value of 1 by 4 by epsilon naught, and remaining terms we know the value. Substitute the equation, we get the answer 9 kilovolt. So both the sphere, the potential will be same. Is it clear? So this is the important 5-mark problem. First, once again I will repeat, potential will be same. So we have to equate two terms. First we have to write Q1, and second term is, if you add the charge values, we have to use these formulas and substitute these Q1 values. We have to find out this formula and substitute the equation. Then next we have to calculate Q2. Then we have to calculate Q1. In the value எதிலிருந்து calculate பண்ணா Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2ங்கிற அந்த formulaல இருந்து நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்க வேண்டிய value. Then next we have to calculate first sphere உடைய surface charge density. Then second sphere உடைய surface charge density. In this question, the potential will be same both the sphere. So we have to calculate this two sphere. The first sphere oda potential 9 kilowatt and second sphere potential is 9 kilowatt. So both the sphere is same potential. Is it clear? So this is one of the important 5-mark question. Is it clear? Yes. So nearly we have to finish the first chapter. Till the page number 64 I have finished. So today class is over. Today your homework is 2 problems, example 21 and example 22. Do the problem and 2 details. Explain about parallel and series capacitor derivation also, and explain in detail distribution of charges in a conductor and action at a points. So this is the important questions. So during this period you have to utilize the time. Don't waste your time. Be prepared. Study well. So we will see next class. Thank you students. Thank you.